Hello, and welcome to kind of my recap for my month-long experiment with crystals. I did wear amethyst for 28 days of November. I will explain what happened with the other 2 days a little bit later. But I kind of wanted to go back over kind of what the idea of the experiment was, why I chose amethyst, and kind of what happened in my experience along the way. So in late October, I got this idea to try crystals out. I wanted to do something along the lines of the Ouija board session, something a little long-term, that while I'm actually doing my job, like my actual career job, I can just kind of do at home as we go without like taking up time or effort or energy. And crystals seem to fit. I noticed this year in particular that a lot of students at the school I work at have started wearing them, and it's becoming a trend among the teens. So, and I see adults wear them. I've seen adults wear them since I was a teenager. I don't think they were that big when I was a teenager. I don't really remember a lot of people my age wearing crystals in high school or in late teens, early 20s times. I just really never noticed it. So, it's interesting that teenagers are starting to wear them to high school, and it's kind of the cool thing to do. So I chose amethyst because I wanted to look up things that give you patience and calmness. I have about a 50 to an hour long commute daily, twice a day, and traffic is one of those like trigger things for me. And honestly, like, I came from the Tampa St. Pete metro area before moving out to Colorado, and the traffic here is nothing compared to that, but traffic just in general annoys me. It wears at my patience. It is anything but calm to me. When I drive, I like the open highway. I like to, just to drive and not to have to brake, go, so I was like, okay, something that could like do something there. Kind of one of the many hats I wear as a teacher is sometimes I do draw the line in the sand with my students, and there's a time for everything. And so sometimes when I do that, I come off as being irritated or impatient or what have you. But again, it's just kind of one of those hats you wear occasionally, and I was wondering if maybe I would feel the need to put that hat on less by wearing amethyst. So it was one I really wanted to try. And I went down to Boulder, to Pearl Street, and there was a crystal and New Age shop. There, we went by there, we didn't see any necklaces, and the guy pointed us in the direction of another crystal shop that did carry necklaces. And that's where I found this. I did wear it all 28 days. I charged it not only by the full moon, but I charged it on the night of that 4-hour long lunar eclipse. I figured if anything was going to supercharge this thing, it was going to be that. And I wore it to work every day. I wore it around the house. The only thing I did not do was shower and sleep with it. Honestly, I'm not a necklace person. I don't wear necklaces to sleep. I don't wear jewelry to sleep, really. And yeah, it was interesting at first to put it on because, again, I don't really wear a lot of jewelry. I have my wedding band. That's about it. And the first couple of days, it took some getting used to. But after the first couple of days, it was actually like, okay, don't even notice it until like I have to scratch my neck, or like sometimes the rope would like, it felt like it was rubbing me and I could like tell and it was there. But for the most part, I would say 95% of the time throughout the month of November after those first 2 days, it was actually like it wasn't even there. It was pretty comfortable. I didn't have any issues with it in that area. But as I said, I only wore it for 28 days as a whole piece. So I went down to Tampa to visit family for Thanksgiving, and my in-laws have very hard floors, and I dropped my necklace on the floor and the crystal cracked in a place, and I was examining it, and I guess I pushed it too hard with my thumb and I completely broke it. So if you look at it, it is broken. It is bending, it is twisting. You're not supposed to do that. However, there's only a few like little grains of sand worth of thickness that aren't completely mesh, so it actually does, you can actually see the break right there. So like the actually I'll pull it apart, there you go, so you can actually see where it's broken. The mesh is pretty good, so it actually doesn't look broken unless you're like really staring at it. But last 2 days of November, I didn't have it on, so you could say I only went 28 days with it. But hey, that's the length of the month of February, so it's still a month long. It's just not November long. That being said, what are my overall reflections on wearing this? It didn't really do anything for me. Not gonna lie. I didn't feel a change in attitude. I didn't feel a change in perspective or any kind of clarity or anything like that because of it. Even after the lunar eclipse, the full moon, there was no difference, no change. I was kind of in this place where I was like, okay, I need to talk to someone who does believe in crystals, who does wear crystals, to see what they think. And what I've been told by multiple people who do wear crystals and do believe in them, coworkers and students alike, and the person who worked at the crystal shop, you have to have faith in them. Like, you actually have to believe in them. And one of my sticklers is, if you have to believe in something to make it real, it's not real. That was kind of the thing that kind of transformed me with ghost hunting or paranormal investigating. Was I went into every place as a skeptic. I had no inclination of changing my views at all. I did go in, I followed all the do's and do nots that a lot of paranormal investigators go by, so unless I thought the place was absolutely empty, I didn't provoke, I didn't prod, I didn't stir. And over time, I got experience after experience that I was just constantly scratching my head going, okay, this is weird. There is a logical explanation, but it's very thin. I don't really like it. It's not, while it's the explanation grounded in science and reasoning, it just doesn't seem like it's the right answer, because like the situation doesn't exactly fit that reasoning. And so I tried to have a similar mindset to the crystal, which was, okay, if it works, I'm open to it, right? Like, I want to be open to it. If it's plausible, I want to accept that plausibility. There was just no change. I wasn't any calmer, any more patient in traffic. I haven't been. I still get very frustrated by slow people in the left lane. I still get very frustrated by people in the right lane going under 15 miles below, like under 15 miles below the limit. I still get annoyed when traffic around me causes me to hit like every red light that I get to, like little things like that. So crystals, are they real or are they BS? I'm gonna say they're BS. They're rocks. They're pretty rocks. They're fancy rocks, but they're rocks. You know, I have no reason to believe in them. I have no reason to think that they are a conduit of great power or energy or what have you. Even going into this experiment with an open mind, with, you know, all the potential in the world, nothing happened. So I'm interested to read the comments. I might get a couple of comments where, you know, I'm getting trashed a little bit for that perspective or for that certain piece, but you know, I'll own it. I'll take it. Give me what you got, because I got nothing out of it. It's cool. It looks cool. Again, after that second day, it was not even uncomfortable. It was just fine to wear. Will it save me about 15-20 seconds in the morning not putting it on? Yeah. But yeah, no mystical magic powers. And I was really hoping after the lunar eclipse, like, maybe I would get something, but that didn't happen either. So that's my take on crystals. I am currently searching for something I can do for maybe half the month of December, because December's already begun and I really didn't come up with any new ideas. So I'm still open to potentially other paranormal items, objects, or things that carry energy or what have you. And yeah, a couple of other things I wanted to discuss before I end this episode is I was going to do one of these each week after that first week, but then at the second week I realized I have absolutely nothing different to say. The third week came and I got super busy at work. Fourth week came, it was the holidays, I was with family. I really didn't have the opportunity to make a video. And the fourth week kind of came and went, or I guess, yeah, something like that. Fourth week kind of came and went, and again, just work. It's been wild, it's been crazy. So this is kind of it. I will try my best to get our investigation, Bradley and my investigation of the St. James Hotel, up by the end of December. It will be a December episode. And I hope to also upload my episode on County Road 49 in Weld County, Colorado. I did that on October 30th, the night of October 30th. So I was hoping to get that one up and going. And I think that's about it. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your Facebook follow, your Instagram follows. You know, I am seeing it all over the place. The holidays are just a crazy time for paranormal investigators to not just put out content, but to get content. And this year, I'm definitely feeling that, like I said, especially with my job, and like doing this as more of a hobby than it is like a everyday job or passion. It's definitely time consuming. I feel like it's more time consuming this year than it was last year. Maybe that's because we've gotten better at collecting data, so we have way more of it. But again, thank you for your support, and as always, sleep tight.
Here's the door.